Japan now has insane missions thanks to EU4 Domination. No, like take this overpowered army and go and conquer China kind of insane. And today we're gonna do just that. If you want me to go a step further and conquer East Asia, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Who knows, maybe we'll even see what the colonies have to offer. Amidst all the changes, some people forgot there were changes to Japan. And so today we're gonna be taking Hosokawa, trying to form Japan as quickly and as swiftly as possible, occurring a lot of aggressive expansion, and then going through the new changes and well, I don't know, I'm tempted to try and invade China. I mean, I know there's a lot of expansion in it, but together we're gonna figure it out. I say together, you're gonna sit there and watch me and judge with your beady little eyes as I don't know why I went aggressive there, as I attempt to unify Japan. This is actually my first time recording when it's finally out, so take that information what you will. So starting as Hosokawa, we have a 14-year-old 343 in charge, which is not too bad, but he already is malevolent and a naive enthusiast. But we start with 10% infantry combat ability and plus 20% galley combat ability. Very powerful for this region at the start of the game. Making good use of that. We also have two allies at the start, both of whom really aren't that great, so we're going to go ahead and not join offensive wars. We'll clean them up later. We also have access to samurai infantry. Now, samurai infantry is something that if you saw my dev diary, you may have seen that I'm a little bit skeptical of. I don't know why we're distinguishing between samurai and regular troops. It's kind of like having troops in Western Europe and then having, you know, special knights as well, or special soldiers. I mean, I'm not against it per se, and I'm not an expert on Japanese history, or you know, any history to be fair. But it just, for me, it feels a little bit strange. But hey, you know, you got to get those weeb sales, so I'm actually okay with this. We're gonna grab ourselves 5% discipline there, so we'll have in total 110% with those samurais in tow. Okay, and I think we're ready to unpause and get cracking. Go ahead and build a spy network on Yamada because they are going to be my first target. The allied Sui, that's actually fine. Okay, Tokugawa, a little bit tricky, aren't they, my ally? Yeah, that's annoying. An alliance with Uesugi is not a bad idea either. Sit there and not join their offensive war. So the issue is that they may get more allies. So I kind of need to go now. 75% conquest of all four of their provinces, or 25% for one of their provinces. The math works out the same. Right. Go ahead and declare that first war. I can see we are going to be outgunned. Ooh, that's fine. Can we get something better? No, we can't. Okay. The Sengoku Jidai will see us as victorious. I hope so. I'll have to go for the free company instead of the samurai. That's okay. It's cheaper at game start anyway. Now, this slot should be trapped on this island. Tokugawa, that is. So we're going to go take him out, and we'll go set his territory. All right, let's go. Let's keep pushing. Like, Japan's just a mess at this stage. It really is. Oh, if I did, yeah, I co-belligerented you. Good. That's good. Can I get you out? Let's go fight this army first. Let's take a massive naval loss. That's kind of important as well. That's all part of the strategy. It's gonna be irritating, isn't it? Where'd he go? He's on the ships, isn't he? Okay, we might have to do this one a little bit slower than I was hoping for. Go for more isolationism. It's just so annoying. We'll pick ourselves up in that more. So, some loans. It's a really terrible start for us, actually. He's just bloody everywhere. Okay, well, he's gone over there. He can sit there all he wants. We're going to siege down these territories now. We've got our admiral. Let's head in. Put that out, and then head around. Should be able to fight that. 3 and 3, yeah. It's just galleys in the map. I'm happy for them to sit on my capital. There we go. 3,000 there. Yeah, all right, numbered at this point. Yeah, only like 1,000 though. Okay, apparently we're going to fight here in the woods. Don't want to do that, but I guess we are. Changes my strategy somewhat. Ooh, call up extra troops. Yeah, please. Okay, we need to defend against this. So, ordinarily, I'd just head into this province, right? Look, there's the 2,000 troops there. Which, for some reason, the game shows you the largest stack, which I understand to a degree, but it's also kind of inconvenient. That's also inconvenient. When can we retreat? 8th of July, 2 days. Didn't lose any ships, good. Okay, he didn't reinforce. That would have been bad if he had. There we go. That's that one. And that's that one. Splendid. Right, and then after this, we just need to be scouting out blocks that we can take on, like Shiba, for example. So I need to take out you. You're only allied to Imagawa. Imagawa has a lot of allies. So I am by no means the expert on conquering Japan. I have to refer to people like Red Hawk for that. But generally, as I play it, I like to break up alliances as I go with people that I haven't co-belligerented, and then conquer, obviously, everyone that I can possibly conquer, because there's like a big snowball effect. The only people that care about Japan are, you know, the Japanese. So if you can get away with, taking out a lot of them all at once, coalition doesn't matter. There we go. So conquered a bunch of territory, which is very useful, and our manpower is still high. We're gonna be losing the money for a long time. It's okay. So ideally, we find people who are only allied to each other, like these lot. Oh, this is perfect. That is so ideal. All right, let's do it. We are going to be outnumbered. There we go. Okay, this is going to be a cool, dicey battle, but we're good. Who was that I just took out? Is that the Kiyama at war with you? If so, that'll be very useful. No, they're just sitting there. God, it's hard to read these things. Dip in. There we go. It was worth the sacrifice there, but we've taken out pretty much all their troops. 611. There we go. Very useful. Now, they decided to not involve themselves in that. That's pretty good. What do I want from this? I think closed doors, open doors. Open doors is actually pretty good. All country within naval range get minus 50 opinion. Yeah, okay, I'm not doing that. Just take the ducat. Oh, that's not gonna be a stack wipe, but it is oh, it is a stack wipe. Brilliant. A lot of ships there. That's good. That's okay. We're doing fine. Gain stability. Thank you very much. Lose stability. Thank you very much. All right, we take you. Who else is a core here? Oh, Satsuma. Shimazu actually has a core there. There's that fort dealt with. He has decided to peace out. Or unconditional. And he has decided to unconditional. Actually, a little bit inconvenient for us. Ooh, that's a good one. Belligerent, obviously. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that there was another bunch of troops there, but sure. And we take them out too. Just in case. Nope. I was just hoping I'd get the 40% there. Not. Okay, manpower. We're kind of borrowing against it a little bit here. There we go. 643 days. Take the province. Moving. And now we're going to start to see a coalition begin to form. And it's going to be a big one. Which means I need to declare a big war. Tomo is there. Sitting there with 6,000 troops facing me. So is irrelevant right now. Shoni. Shoni is sitting there with also 6,000. If I blockade this part here, I'm safe from him. I can go in there, attack him, hopefully kill him. Where are troops based? In this province, right? He can't leave. Okay, that's going to be the plan, because otherwise we're going to have, the coalition is going to be way too large for us to handle. Okay, so go to war with you. Call in all of your buddies as co-belligerents. 10,000 versus 11,000. 2,000, that is irrelevant. You're protected. Oh, okay, right. So it's just lies. It's just lies. It looked like a 6k stack, and it wasn't, right? In which case, let's just crack on. Immediately, people begin to join the coalition. Bushido code, nice. Have attrition 40, that's discipline 1.5%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but at least it gives us an edge over everyone else around here. I think I do need to hide my navy at this point. That's the galley, that's expensive. Nah, we need to control this territory. Alright, and we do have equal numbers, and they've legged it. Oda declares one Tokugawa, our old ally. And historically, not what happened. You guys are ruining my immersion. Okay, it's not really a good sign that my only ally is completely occupied. It's 8,000 troops, that's a lot. Alright, we can take that province, which would be useful. Right, let's go take them out. Get to deal with these rebels. Okay, we're good. And take back our lands. We expand the Cocker because we've grown by 2 states. I'll take that. Okay, there's one of them done. They'll peace out. Brilliant. And there's that war done. God, never. Minus 10% morale of armies. Why would I? Why? Just why? Ah, my ally is dead. Balance the 4 divisions. I'll take that. 1 stability. Stave off these rebels just hopefully long enough such that I'm able to finish off these sieges. Or this siege, I suppose. Because I don't think I can go for so just yet. Maybe if we defeat them in 1 or 2 naval battles, but no. Actually, Amago would leave. There's a chance. We'll give it a shot. Can't take on 4 galleys with only 2. Let's go ahead and get ourselves... Alright. Well, there's the peace. Gotten rid of the free company. Now we can rest a little bit. Now, the coalition is such that we should be able to take it if it does fire. Nice. I'll take heal inflation reduction and national attacks. Thank you. Now's when we dissolve an alliance with Hatakeyama. It's a lot of rebels I need to deal with. You know what? It's not in the spirit of things, is it, for me to slow down? Fight coalition. Now, the difference is with the coalition is that I can't take all the territory because it's going to be all co-belligerent and stuff. All right, so it's just this eastern lot, and I'm going to go real slow and methodical about this because it gives us a chance to deal with our rebellions at the same time. Just keeping the coalition small. Plus, when I take this province, the 5 years hopefully will be up, and I can go straight for you. Alternatively, if I take you, then I can go for Shiba, for example. So there's a lot of options now. I think definitely attacking the coalition was the right move. The alternative being just sort of sitting there. There we go. Let's go do these rolls. I may or may not thought it was the other siege one, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. It's okay. So who are you? Tokugawa was taking land. Still just this slot. So these three and that province up there. The Yosugi may come back here. There you go. Siege of Tango. Tango down. It's been a long day, lads. I don't want to mess with the Yosugi lot because, you know, they might come back and that'd be kind of okay. Pull out of here and let them go into that siege. Ooh, take that. Prevent that from taking place. That being obviously their siege. There's a stack wipe, so I can sit here and take that. Okay. So to get rid of you, should be done. Could take a bunch of territory. Buying down our war exhaustion. As our troops with Tokugawa are up again. Let's go stand ready for these separatists. No point suffering attrition when there's no need. Whoo, man, that's been a rough couple of years. It's not been like particularly like tricky. Like Japan isn't like that, but it's been sort of finicky, should we say? Okay, take this land. Everyone else joins a coalition. It's fine. We did declare war on Tokugawa immediately, and then we fight Takayama. It's our fort. Of course, it's a fort. Oh, is it just his capital, or is it a fort? It's a fort. I'm just gonna farm him for attrition for his siege, to be honest, at the moment. Find out that war exhaustion. I just need to prevent these rebellions for as long as possible. Take the long way around. Avoid these navies. I don't really want to get into a naval battle. And there we go. Where's the port? Oh, nice. Okay. Should be able to win this faster. Hey, Yosugi's back. They don't have any aggressive expansion against us. So that's nice. Alright, that's you lot done. I will take these provinces. Okay. I'll wait for a sec. Alright. That does that in. Now, take all of you. Did not even realize you had a province up there. I will take it. What's our heritage? Strength. Obviously, we are going to be going with strength and noble privileges. Grab that 10%. Increased manpower, which we desperately need. I ran out a while ago. All right, final little push. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take out loans with the Merchants Guild. And we're going to grab ourselves the Brand Company, I think. It'll be very expensive, but I want this done quick. The reason I'm saying that is because we are going to declare war on this lot and declare war on Sugi. Take over the siege. National Rest +2. It's not fun. Okay, now who are we war with? Everyone else. Not gonna lie, thought they had more troops in this. That's why I bought these guys. Okay. So to be clear, the reason this works as a strategy in terms of like just the, okay, just gun it, just go for it, is because you can't join a coalition when you're at war, right? And just by the very nature of the Sengoku Jidai, everyone is always at war all the time in Japan. And so only certain people can join coalitions at any given moment. So you can easily take advantage of that to mean that the coalitions only ever split into like 3-4 nations. If you're unlucky 4, then you could just, after that, once you dismantle the first coalition, it's basically done. The only issue you're gonna have is rebels, pretty much. Okay, there's that one done. With you as well, right? It's just, I think you're the last one. We don't need imperial favor. The emperor has 2 provinces. He didn't annex a single tag. I mean, our unit type is literally called samurai cavalry. Then we have specific samurai footmen. And there's our troops with So. Hope we can capture a ship, maybe. Don't want to lose any though. Yeah, we'll play out that. Oh my god. We'll take that. Alright, let's just finish up Japan. I've got 0-0. That means I might not actually have to build more cogs. I might be able to just take them. That would have been bad. That would have been real bad. I've lost that. Okay, you're about to see something really painful. Declare war for the Emperor. They are our liege most 3 stability. It would be a grand daimyo there, so there's that. Swings and roundabouts. Oh, Christ. Yeah, our nation's about to be obliterated with the rebels. But I wanted to get this done as quickly as possible, so no shortcuts. But no, lots of shortcuts. Alright, so these mercenaries we're now going to get our money's worth from, because they're going to run around murdering every single rebel in the country. There is the Siege of Tsushima. I've always wanted to play Ghost of Tsushima. I like the game. It's nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but like I really want to play it. It's really cool to make a video on. But, you know, I don't know. I've started to make more variety content, which I've been like thoroughly enjoying, man. The upswell support's been great. So, you know, if you don't mind watching the non-Paradox stuff, from what I can tell in terms of the watch time, the non-Paradox stuff actually has a higher watch time. People who watch the non-Paradox stuff enjoy it more than the Paradox stuff I make. So, hey, this is your sign that you should be watching other games that I play because it's fun for me specifically. Hopefully it's fun for you. I don't know. It's less relevant to me. All right, and there we go. Japan is done. 1465. Not a bad little time, that. So we can win political supremacy, which means we get a permanent claim on South and East Korea. It's a monarch power. And now we can go ahead and unite Japan. Back. There we go. Yes, please. So now we are an empire. Also a green Japan, which is kind of cursed. Eastern plutocracy, elective monarchy, unjustified demands, intense autocracy, or feudal nobility. Autocracy. There we go. I prefer being a red Japan. So Korea has a lot of aggressive expansion towards us. But now we're going to sit tight and sort out our nation. Become a great power. The 7th rank great power. That's what we'll be able to deal with soon. 0 mandate, eh? Lose. Dear. You just lost the war to Oirit, didn't you? Well, that bodes well for us. Oh no! He's only got 3 tributaries. They've all gone. Oh, this is going to be a fun game for Japan. All right, let's run around getting rid of these rebels. Anything on 90%, I need to make sure I get rid of myself. A lot of stuff I need to core, and that's not even stated. Provoke, revolt, move on, provoke, revolt, move on. This is the way of things now. Now, what I want to start doing is developing the Renaissance as well. So let's find our province that we can develop the best. Awari, wait until it's in a state, and then we'll go for it. Definitely getting my money's worth from these rebels. The last one are the So Separatists, which are going to take a while to tick up. Okay, Awari seems to be the place to be. Go ahead and chuck on development cost, and just develop the hell out of it. Get rid of you lot, and now we can chill. I will reveal what the rest of the world looks like at the end, because you know I'm always curious. I'm sure you are too. I'm gonna cut this kind of close. Should we find out? I might have to whip out the calculator to make sure. Sorry, that's just an Arabic name. I didn't expect to see it in Japan. I don't see England on that list anywhere. I think England might have died. I can't wait to see what happened. Okay, we find ourselves with a new ruler, 611, which actually suits us quite well because we are very behind on admin tech. Ooh. Oh, right. Of course. I'm from Japan. The missions have changed. The ideas are different. Right, let's go through our ideas first. So we have discipline plus 5% and stability cost -10. Stability cost -10 is nothing. Usually like at least 15 or 20 will do something. But discipline plus 5 is very useful. I mean, national manpower modifier plus 20% is very useful indeed. And we get more samurai. I don't think there are any downsides to having samurai. So that's always good. National unrest. I mean, most of these are the same. Global settler increase and aggressive expansion impact. And your infantry combat ability plus 15% at the end. So a pretty solid idea set. So we want an army of at least 40,000, and we can start going down this mission tree. We can issue new something. Oh, gold will be produced in Echigo. If we complete this mission whilst Echigo has at least 8 base production and not gold as a trade good, then it'll just turn into gold. Okay, what's Echigo? Over here. There's 8 production. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. And I can just get gold. Edo Jidai. Okay, so we need to go and kill that lot up north. Do that. Balance the something or other. Until the end of the current age, no stability lost on monarch death. Only stability at least 2. Okay, well, we'll make our way up there. Can't imagine he needs more than 14,000 troops. He has 2. Probably just 2 guys, not even 2,000. So either we don't allow women in the commanding posts, or we do. Now, chaps, those of you who've seen the channel have probably seen that I'm a fan of a good old historical matriarchy. So any attempt to bring women into historical operating infrastructure, it's okay by me. All right, brilliant. That's that done. Average response is minimum than 5%. Well, that's gonna take a bloody while, isn't it? Indian War. Korea has for long been a knife aimed at Japan's throat. It's time for us to finally cross the sea and establish a strong and a secure presence in the peninsula. Well, now that Ming's not a thing, this should be a lot easier. Then workshops, nice, okay. End the false emperor, just murder China. Conquering South China, I can do that as well. All right, these are all pretty good for me. I'm pretty happy with the direction we're going. There's no missions there that I'm looking at and thinking, oh, this is gonna be a slog or anything else. I'm pretty excited to do all of them. Morale of navies and heavy ship combat ability is different, so I'm gonna take it. That's Gabuna. What is a ship worth if it gets sunk within the first hour of a naval battle? The warship design of our navy is designed with this question in mind. Is more fortress on the sea than a sinkable ship. Yeah, but like that didn't go so well historically in the invasion of you know, Korea, but sure. All right, well, we've picked up the Renaissance. So we're gonna do a few things now. Right, so we're gonna do a few things. Firstly, we're gonna lock down our army, as in we're gonna shut down all of the forts and not pay our army at all, because we want to generate as much income as possible for when we're able to adopt the Renaissance. We're gonna try and get our autonomy down, and I want the gold in Chigo. From grain to gold, huh? Okay, I want to get our autonomy down. Here's what we need to do. The autonomy change everywhere. All right, to bond 2 stability. Oh, I need to get loyalty. We've allies at least 2. That's not happening, buddy. Believe me, I'd love it if it did. Come on, next month should do it. 6 loyalty in each. To the end of the game, and end of the era, sorry. National unrest and no stability loss and 1 death. Brilliant. Ban trade. Chigo. Do that. That should now produce gold. Excellent. I'm gonna take it to the extreme as well. Decrease autonomy everywhere. We are going to be a centralized realm, damn it. 904. Bang, 17. That's the difference. And the separatists are going to rise up again. It's fine. This is prestige because right now these are all Japanese noble rebels. They're not individual clans. If I can get a national unrest advisor, like here, should get them to go away. Ming has announced me as their new rival. Bro, focus on yourself. Hell out of my face. Alright, where are you going to rise up? Somewhere here. Revolt. And there we go. That's your main navy, right? So you're going to have 10 galleys. Probably beat that. No, like, do we have a naval mission? We'll always have a naval mission. So discover the New World. Deploy the Attica One. Gives us heavy ship. Ooh, if we complete naval ideas, we'll also get a flagship as a supplementary reward. Yeah, we're not going to get that for a while. Surpass the West. I mean, bloody hell, we'll try. So we need an army of at least 40,000. An actual navy. Let's build the navy first because it's cheaper. Bloody Koreans developed it as well. I feel pretty built up to the point where I'm ready to declare war on Koreans. Okay, they're not attacking us. Okay, that would have been the bad part. I want to go for this centralized monarchical bureaucracy because once the autonomy change, we need that for our missions. There goes our Japanese fleet, and we nicked their heavy, which is good. It saves me from buying one. We're a reformist. Nice. We've consort military command. Ah, cool. So the women can be. Our consuls can be generals. That's sweet. I like that. The Tripitaka. Let's bring it to Kyoto. Give us monthly splendor. So why not? Cheers to the idle lads. God, our troops are good. Where are you going? What? No, you can't retreat this way, chaps. That's not good for you. That's not healthy. Shido. I didn't actually click that. Land army or sea? Obviously land army. 80% armed professionalism. I can't even begin to pronounce that. 15% discipline. 100 infantry. 3-star general and an army reform, and we get what? Reinforced speed, army from battles, and military tactics. That's, I mean, I've never seen anything impact military tactics before. Train the samurai, I like that. Give the samurai 10% fire damage, yearly army tradition, sweet. And then the proliferation of firearms, artillery fire. Okay, cool. There's a lot of good stuff there for us. Because obviously Japan was an incredibly militaristic nation. There's no denying that. I can sit here all I want and say, oh well, you know, Japan maybe shouldn't get a special unit. It feels kind of forced, but I can't. In good faith, even for a second, suggest that Japan was not an incredibly militaristic nation. Reinforce it. Sure, only cost 24. Gives me 4 defense. Yeah, it's a lot easier when there's no Ming to protect Korea. Who knew? Or presumably the Koreans do. You can die Viet in this war. It is. I'm gonna go blockade him. I'm gonna knock him down to low. It's close. Let's go. Maybe if I do this. I just don't want to suffer too much attrition. Just keep an eye on it. War taxes, aggressive expansion pact, obviously. Got money. Sweet. And I think what I want to do first, I'm really tempted to go quantity. Like, Japan are just like roaring across Asia. But it's not really in the spirit of things, is it? I think more like quality makes sense for Japan. As much as I really want to go down quantity because I think it is the best idea group for us right now, quality makes more like roleplay sense, if that makes sense. And that's what I value more, I suppose. Okay. I need this province because it's a border with Zhangzhou, which I need to then get the mandate stuff. So do that first, and then I'll go ahead and take all these promises. That seems better to me. Then I can go after Zhangzhou. I like the oil. That's going to be a big war. I'm looking forward to that. Korea is no longer a valid rival. Rival Ming. Ah. We gain access to the Conquer China spell. I don't need to do this whole China thing. One option here would be to truce break, right? Because the only people that are going to care are Korea and Ming. I could truce break and then just take him out. But I kind of want to play this like somewhat. Not intelligently, because that would kind of be an intelligent move, but like somewhat like chill. You know, I don't need to rush and conquer left, right, and center. Although like, that does sound like fun. Hello there, it's Laith. After this video has been recorded, For this second part, I failed to realize that my mic was muted for the whole second half. So I thought I'd take you through what happened next before I decided to switch off my brain. Look at that hopeful little smile, thinking he's making a video. First up, I was looking to border the Ming, so I could use the Mandate of Heaven CB to begin to devour them. Looking north, I thought that Janzhao, or Jianzhu, or however you pronounce it, had few allies, were embroiled in several wars and thoroughly vulnerable. So, ignoring any sort of humanity, proceeded to jump on their backs and rip some provinces from their desiccated corpse. Can you tell that I'm a little bit jaded? This gave me the desired CB, and seeing that Ming were as defenseless as a child, but well, a child can actively fight back, so perhaps not the best comparison. Anyway, I figured it best to invade right away. Look how pleased I am with myself, actively ignoring all 3 warning signs that I implemented to prevent me from recording with a muted mic. I wish I could hype up this war a bit more, but honestly it was an absolute stomp. Like, not even close. I think there were about 2 battles, but it was pretty much speed 5 until the end of the war. At this point, it was a matter of discipline. Yes, I could take well over 100% overextension worth of land, but would that be the right I mean, we both know I took as much as humanly possible, right? This meant a few years of dealing with every person with a rebellious thought in their head. This was surprisingly easy, given the sheer amount of samurai that I had with their extra 5% bonus to discipline. After this, it was off to Korea to keep plugging away at my attempts to go down the mission tree, which, for some reason, required me to also have 5 forts in Korea, meaning I'd have to build 2 extra ones. I was very upset about this, so I felt the need to highlight it. I also spent this time finishing up a couple of missions, as well as the lowering autonomy mission, which I've been working towards for the last probably couple of decades, and was delighted to find that the Tripitaka I'd nicked from Korea actually meant I was gaining colonialism in Kyoto, meaning I didn't have to develop it altogether. Look how chuffed I am, blissfully unaware I've just cost myself a few hours extra work. Anyway, conveniently, it was now time to go toward Ming once more, who, at this point, had also been duffed up by Lanzhang. It's worth noting here that there's a mission to conquer parts of China that, if you complete by crushing the Mandate, actually give you special bonuses, so that's what we're working towards here. In a war even easier than the first, I took land to cut off Wright from taking out any more of the Ming, and settled back to deal with over 200% overextension. They say good things come in 3s, and that's exactly what happened with me in Korea, as I went in for the final time to polish them off and finally complete the mission. That gave me the Conquest of China CB, which gives 75% cost to taking all Chinese provinces. Not as good as the Mandate of Heaven CB, but very useful on the several Chinese nations that began to spring up at this point. Ming was thoroughly collapsing. At this point, whilst I had forgotten to unmute my mic, I hadn't forgotten my promise to show off the rest of the world. We were easily the largest nation with well over 1,000 development, but here we have a massive Hungary that ended up demolishing the Ottomans. I don't know how this happened. I'm very curious, I'm going to look into it. We also have a poor showing from the North Africans, who are now either controlled by the Portuguese or the Mamluks. And here I am explaining that I'd be up for continuing this run, which is still the case, where I claim the Mandate and colonize the New World in our own special Japanese way. Yeah, colonizing something else I was trying to do. But you need to make sure you like and subscribe to make that happen. In any case, I'll see you all next time, and I hope you enjoyed this weird hybrid kind of video. I'm not sure what to make of it myself, so let me know what you think in the comments. Huge shout out to my Patreons. Most importantly, Redguard76, Lewis Wright, Ryan B, Atreides, Blenderman, Crilly, Ghostwolf, JadeOut52, Sjalmi, Luke, Matthew McHugh, Mike473, Mikey Lewis, Original, ShadowSinger, and Tom. Your support means a lot, guys. Also here, why not watch another video? I mean, it's right there. Just click.